Zidane wanted Mbappe to sign for Madrid at that young age, but the future World Cup winner turned them down as his family wanted him to stay in France. He moved to Monaco instead, but Madrid kept a close eye on him. Kylian Mbappe's transfer to Real Madrid took a long time for several reasons, involving a mix of personal decisions, contractual obligations, and strategic moves by both Paris Saint-Germain (PSG) and Real Madrid. Here's a breakdown of the key factors. 1. PSG's determination to keep Mbappe. Financial power. PSG, backed by Qatar Sports Investments, is one of the wealthiest football clubs in the world. They were able to offer Mbappe incredibly lucrative contracts, making it financially difficult for him to leave. When his contract was nearing its end in 2022, PSG offered him a record-breaking renewal deal, reportedly including a massive signing bonus and control over certain sporting decisions. Project ambitions. PSG was desperate to win the UEFA Champions League, and Mbappe was central to their ambitions. The club made it clear that they were building a team around him, adding players like Lionel Messi and retaining Neymar to convince him that staying in Paris would give him the best chance of winning Europe's most prestigious club competition. 2. Mbappe's loyalty and career development. Personal loyalty. Mbappe, being a Parisian by birth, felt a strong connection to PSG. He often spoke about his desire to bring the Champions League title to his hometown club. This sense of loyalty played a significant role in his decision-making, particularly when he chose to renew his contract with PSG in 2022, despite intense speculation about a move to Madrid. Career strategy. Mbappe and his camp were also very strategic about his career trajectory. By staying at PSG, he ensured regular first-team football, avoided the risk of being overshadowed by other stars, and continued to develop as the team's focal point. The decision to stay longer at PSG was partly influenced by his desire to mature further before taking on the enormous pressure that comes with being Real Madrid's marquee player. 3. Real Madrid's patience and strategic planning. Financial considerations. Real Madrid, although one of the wealthiest clubs globally, had to navigate financial constraints, particularly in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. The club was also involved in significant stadium renovations at the Santiago Bernabéu, which required careful financial planning. Madrid had to be patient and strategic, waiting for the right moment when Mbappe's contract situation made a move more feasible. Negotiation dynamics. Over the years, Real Madrid made multiple attempts to sign Mbappe, including a significant bid in the summer of 2021, which PSG rejected despite Mbappe having only 1 year left on his contract. Madrid's approach was to secure Mbappe on a free transfer when his contract expired, but PSG managed to convince him to stay with a short-term renewal. Madrid's strategy was to wait until Mbappe was ready and available, rather than overpaying in a transfer fee or entering into a bidding war. 4. Political and external pressures. Political influence. The transfer saga also had elements of political influence. Given the Qatari ownership of PSG and their ties to the French state, there was significant pressure on Mbappe to remain in Paris, especially as Qatar was gearing up for the 2022 World Cup. The French government reportedly encouraged Mbappe to stay, seeing him as an important figurehead for French football. Media and public pressure. The constant media speculation and public pressure also played a role in elongating the transfer saga. Every statement, every rumor was scrutinized, creating a complex environment where each decision had to be carefully considered. In summary, Mbappe's delayed move to Real Madrid was the result of a combination of PSG's determination to keep him, his own loyalty and career strategy, Real Madrid's patient and strategic approach, and the external pressures that influenced his decisions. Eventually, the stars aligned for both Mbappe and Real Madrid, making the transfer possible after years of anticipation. You can recognize a good series by the quality of its plots. The one around Kylian Mbappe is inexhaustible. Free since January to sign wherever he wishes with a view to next season, the French prodigy made his departure from PSG official on Friday, May 10th. Without announcing where he will play in a few months. For many voices, however, there is no doubt it is in Madrid that the captain of the France team will settle down shortly. If the path leading to the great Real is confirmed, the native of Bondy will join a team that he has always watched with stars in his eyes. "When I was 4 years old, the Galactics made me dream," said the young Kylian in 2013, during a portrait in France Football, which was teeming with vintage photos. Among them, one showing him at 14 in his teenage bedroom, with dozens of posters bearing the image of Cristiano Ronaldo, one of his idols, dressed in an immaculate white tunic. He has been a real fan since he was little, his mother, Faiza Lamari, assured the same year in an article in Le Parisien. Except that, until now, their expected and announced union has not taken place. However, on at least 3 occasions, those known to the public, they almost said yes to each other. The first contacts date back to 2012, when the young Kylian was close to joining Castilla, the training center of Real Madrid. But while everything seems to be in place, his parents, concerned that he have a French education, put the brakes on his arrival in Spain. The promotion to the first team of Zinedine Zidane, then in charge of Madrid's young guard, also proved decisive in the choice of the Mbappe clan. Without him, we no longer had any reference points. If he had stayed with the youngsters, we would have been there, his father, Wilfred, admitted some time later in the columns of France Football. Real arrived too early in his career plan. Luis Feur, the key man in negotiations with PSG. In 2017, while Kylian Mbappe exploded on the Rock, Florentino Perez himself led the operation head-on. With the support of Zizou, who has become number 1 at Real Madrid, the merengue president agrees with AS Monaco on the terms of a transfer estimated at €180 million. But, behind the scenes, KYKS doubts. Real arrived too early in his career plan and did not offer him enough guarantees in terms of playing time, all the places in attack being occupied by Karim Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale, will reveal, at the end of 2021, at the Spanish daily AS Luis Feur, who pushed him towards Paris. I told him, stay, and when here first, you always have time to go. PSG took the opportunity to win the bet. And then there is the summer of 2021. Undoubtedly the moment when the deal was closest to coming to fruition. 1 year from the end of his contract, the number 10 of the Blues declares that he has reached the end of the road. I asked to leave, he confided a few weeks later to RMC Sport. I wanted everyone to come out grown up, to come out hand in hand, to make a good deal, and I respected that. I said, if you don't want me go, I'll stay. To force the Ile de France club's hand, Real Madrid drew last-minute offers from €160 to €200 million, all of which were rejected. Paris achieved a masterstroke in May 2022 by announcing the extension of the 2018 world champion for 2 additional seasons. Madrid has been waiting for it for a long time. If his unexpected decision caused anger on the side of Madrid, where they went so far as to designate him persona non grata, water has since flowed under the bridges. Everything suggests that the merengue will finally succeed where they failed. Without officially declaring itself, letting him take the first step publicly, Real Madrid have already been working for months on the possibility of aligning a Vinicius Bellingham-Mbappe trident. The Madrid locker room would also be confident. The players talk about Kylian Mbappe every day and the feeling they have is that it is very close to succeeding, Fabrizio Romano, a journalist specializing in the transfer window, recently said. A few weeks ago, the British daily The Independent wrote that the 2 camps still had to find a salary agreement. No comment, the Madrid club was content to respond to AFP. Because, we know, in football more than anywhere else, the only truth is that of the player. And this is all the more true with regard to Kylian Mbappe, who has always clearly said that he will be the sole decision-maker. If I know what I want to do, why hang around? It makes no sense, he said at the start of the year, explaining that he would not prolong the suspense for the sake of it. He finally waited for the elimination of PSG, who fell against Borussia Dortmund 1-0, 0-1, in the semi-finals of the Champions League to clarify things.
Are you looking for entertaining and educational content to watch? Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for a variety of interesting videos on topics you love. Join our growing community and never miss out on new uploads. Hit the subscribe button now. Discover new ways to learn and be entertained by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Engage with like-minded viewers and stay updated on our latest videos. Don't miss out, click the subscribe button and be part of our exciting YouTube community.